Are you done? Are you done with it, Stephen? Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to Scottsdale, Arizona. CSI presents the 2015 Southwest Regionals. We're getting started today with a 6 and under tournament. And for your viewing pleasure today, we're going to have Lawrence Ybarra versus Alex Hathcock. And this will be a race to 5, 6 and under. As you can see, the two players racking the balls. Lawrence is in the black shirt and Alex is in the yellow shirt with the ball cap. You can see their percentages, the Fargo rate. Alex is 8 points higher than Lawrence, so it's a pretty even match. Be a race to 5. And first break goes to Lawrence. One of the things I like to say about Lawrence is we're having a benefit. Scott Frost and company are putting together a benefit tournament for him tomorrow night here at the Ybarra Resort and Conference Center. It'll be a 3-person Scotch doubles tournament with all the proceeds going to Lawrence and his family, as I believe he's fighting cancer. Broke the balls wide open. The solids are all available. He's taking the 5-ball first. Kind of pushes it over. Looks like he'll be shooting the 4-ball on the side next. Or he could choose to cut that 3-ball and open up the 2 balls on the bottom. But he'll be challenged to get to the ball, to be able to reach the ball. Four ball on the side. 2 ball in the side, or the 6 in the corner. He needs to get the cue ball down by the 8 for the 3, and then the 7 that are on the bottom part of the table by the foot rail. Perfect. It's looking good, looking good. He's a little too straight on this ball. If he wants to get this cue ball down here, he's going to want to go rail first. And it should come down pretty nice with some speed. And I think he did look at that going, oh, he's going rail first. Easy. You don't want to come down this ball. You just want to, you want the shot to flow, not hit it. There you go. Well done. Well done. You can always come all the way down. That's precision right there. Well played shot. Now he just plays a 7 in the corner, bumps the 10 with the cue ball, and he's got the 3-ball in the corner. And when he bumps the 10, he wants to make sure it goes past the 8, so he'll have a shot. So he'll have a shot on the 8. It's not blocked by the 10 or doesn't stay in the way. He's going to have to play some high English to bump it. He might bump the 8 and just break it out into the open. Softly, softly, softly. Just like that. Well done. This is a 6 and under tournament, and it looks like he's going to run this table. As long as he doesn't get behind the 12-ball when he follows up off the bottom rail. Pocket the 3-ball. He's over a ball, so he's going to have to. He needs to come up. Unless he chooses to lay it on the bottom rail and shoot it up table. Yeah, he's coming back up. Just past the 12 for a shot on the 8. Just make this ball just like that. Not too far, but he's okay. Better there than underneath. Nerves are running. Good shot here. Gets him the first game. Oh, he made it. Nice. Nicely done. I believe that was a break and a run out. First one I've seen. Because, of course, we've been doing Scotch doubles. Well done by Lawrence Ybarra. Very well done. Takes the first game 1-0 and a race to 5. This will change his odds. He should go up by about 10% or 12% now. I think we'll look at about, 60% versus 47, 46. Let's see what happens here when they enter the score and the match odds change with the Fargo rate. They're 8 points apart to begin with, so it's a pretty even match. 67-33. Oh, that goes up quite a bit. Goes up quite a bit. That one game makes a big difference. Lawrence takes a one game lead in a race to 5. Mr. Hathcock will be breaking the balls and attempting to do the same thing that Lawrence did. Break and run out. Break and control. Stay in control of your match. Send the ball break. Hitting it straight up and bring the cue ball back to the middle. There we go. It's way up on top. Nothing in the pocket. Lawrence will come to the table looking at the 13 or the 4 or the 2 in the side. 2 stripes are tied up. 5 are not. 2. He's got 3 solids tied up. 4 not. It depends what he wants to shoot here. He's looking at this 12 ball, then opening up the 8 and that looks like the 14 in the middle there. Might go underneath him. Now you hit it and you opened it up nicely. Well done. So when he's got two shots. He could back cut the 11 ball, or he can shoot this 14 ball in the corner. Put this 10 ball at the bottom of the table there on the foot rail next to the 7. It's a problem ball for him. Everything else seems to have a home or a destination. He's back cutting the 11 ball. That's a pretty aggressive shot. I would take this ball down here on the bottom and work up to the next 2 balls. But he's been able to play a pretty good safety up against the deuce. Well done. Very well done. Well, the one thing Alex does not want to do is open up that 7-10. He's just going to kick this ball and hit a rail. And unfortunately scratch. Well, if Lawrence is looking to run out, he has to shoot either the 9 ball or the 10 ball to start. Could also start with the 14 ball that's right next to the 2 there, between the 2 and the 1, close to the side pocket on the right side. Let's see how he decides to run this pattern here. If the 9 ball goes by that 2, he will probably start with the 14. But he's got to open up this 10, and he's given himself the angle to do that. Perfect. And actually all he has to do is make sure he gets out in the open by that 4 ball on the left side of the pocket of the table, and he'll have a shot on either the 13 or the 11. He's going to go right into the 10, straight into the 10. He missed it. There's 2 ways he could have done that, going right into it as he did, or gone into the rail or right at the ball. He kind of chose to hit the top part of it and kind of drew a little bit too much. So now I believe you can see the 13 up in the corner. You cut the 13. You can also play the combo, 14-11. And take care of the 9, open up this 9 ball. Opened up the 9, but he didn't give himself a shot, so he's going to have to kick at those 2 balls up on top. If I play the combo 14, he'll be kicking at it. Kick, combo. Those are always nice to make. Don't want to hit this too hard, just decent pace, enough to make the ball and afford yourself a shot afterwards. And he's left Alex 1 shot. He says, you can shoot at the 4 ball or you can shoot at the 4 ball. If you really want to, you can shoot at the 4 ball. He's limited his opponent's options. Anytime you can do that, odds are in your favor of winning. Pockets this ball, you have a shot on the 1, the 7, or the deuce. And pocketed he did. Well done. And I like shooting this 2 ball and opening up that 5. Just kind of draw the ball into the 5. You should have a shot on it. Shot on that or the 1, so. Oh, he's not going to shoot that. If he pockets this ball, his cue ball's going to be traveling towards the lower left-hand corner pocket, and it's going to limit his options. Well, now he still can open those balls up, which he has to do sooner or later. But I personally like doing it off the 2 ball, not off this ball, because the cue ball is going to make contact with both balls, and you're not 100% sure where it's going to go, so you might not have a shot. If he goes off the 2 into the 5, he's only hitting the 5 to the rail, and he's pretty much guaranteed to have a shot. Now, he gave himself a shot on the 5, but he missed the ball. And everything is everything's wide open except those 2 balls on the foot rail, right behind the spot there. That 10 ball's got to be. You got to do something with that. You got to do something with it. We start with the 13. Probably come over for the 9. Inside. Oh, he's going to open the ball up. And he did, but now he doesn't have a shot. But he has a nice safety to come off this 10 ball, go 2 rails behind the 9. Got to get the cue ball up. He actually could probably just, well, he'll get it played safe back if he does that. I was going to say, he can just roll up and touch the 10. But he wants to put the 10 ball in play. He's kicking the 10 ball. This is a pretty good shot. If he makes this ball, he might come up with a shot on the 14, which is the ball up by the right-hand corner pocket. And if he does that, he'll be able to get on the 9 and then the 8. And he did come up nice for it. But he's left the 2 ball on the side, and a great starting point for Alex to try to run this rack out. I believe the 7 goes by the 10, so everything's open for Alex. Pocket the 2, then either the 5 or the 7. 5 or the 6, excuse me. It's right by the 3. Not sure if the 3 ball goes. By where the cue ball is ending, I would shoot the 5 here. Because you're not over a ball. He's called the 5. Let's hit this. Oh, he hit a lot of ball there. Did not cut it. Looks like he's going to be shooting either the 9 or the 14. I think I would shoot the 14 ball. Unless this 10 ball goes. Can you get by that 8 ball? I really can't tell from the monitor. Can't tell. Apparently he can. He's playing the ball. If he plays this, he stops it there. You can shoot the 14, then the 9, and then the 8. I think I'd rather play the 14, the 9, the 10, and the 8. He's got to put the cue ball close to where it's at now for the 8. So now we're playing the 14 ball, then the 9. And that means he'll be able to, if he can make the 9, he can just use the 3 ball for a stopper on the cue ball and be straight in for the 8. But he's got to get this cue ball back. It's got to come back about, oh, wait, it's got to come back, say he's got to bring it back about 8 to 10 inches. He's got an angle. He can come straight down and then come up off the bottom rail. But if he bumps any balls, he could be in trouble. This looks good. Thin cut. Just hit the bottom rail and come up about where the 3 ball is. Looks like he's using bottom English. He's going to go into the 8. There you go. Well done. Came into the 8 and nudged it into space. Gave himself a shot by pushing the 8 ball to a favorable location. Game number 2 should go to Lawrence here. Another good shot. And game number 2 does go to Lawrence. It's also his break. 2-0. Lawrence Ybarra, Phoenix, Arizona. Playing in the 6s and under tournament. Keep in mind, tomorrow night there is a benefit tournament to be played. Two to 0. Alex in the chair on your left-hand side. Lawrence breaking the balls. 80% chance. Fargo says you're an 80% favorite here. I guess maybe a different way of saying it is there's an 80% chance that you will win this match. And Alex steps to the table and says, but there's a 20% chance that you won't. He's looking around. Dry break. Open table. Do I take solids? Do I take stripes? What's my opening shot? There's a long 12 ball. There's a long 13 ball. There's that 14 in the side. There's a 7 that'll go in the side, opposite side pocket. I actually like the stripes here, but he doesn't have an opening shot except for the 13 or the 14. Or bank on the 10. He takes the 14 all the way down, pockets it. Only shot is either a 3-ball combo on the 10 or the 12. Chooses a 3-ball combo. It looks lined up pretty natural, but you still have to hit the second ball in the proper place to make it. And he did not. Now, as far as solids go, you've got an easy shot on the 7 ball in the side pocket straight in. It's got a nice combo on the bottom here, on the bottom right, that 5-4 combo. And if he takes that, he can shoot the cue ball with a little bit of speed and go into that 12-6 to open that up and have a shot on the 1. So I actually like this combo first. And I'm not much one for liking combos, believe me, because they're easy to miss and easy to make. It's going with the combo. Run the cue ball into that 12 ball and you're going to be liking life. As long as it's not too hard, but you want to move that 6 ball out of there, or move that 12 ball out of there. If you can actually go 5, rail 12, and get shot in the 1 ball, that would be optimum. Well, the fact that he missed the ball and the 5 ball came over and disturbed things changes. But it looks like he might be able to make this 9 in the side. Can't tell. He's calling it, so it must be open. If he's able to pocket that, the 12 or the 14 may go. It looks like the 12 does. Pockets it. Shoots this 12 and double kisses this 6. He should have a shot on the 14 or the 11. If he can get to that position, everything opens up. There's always that. I just come forward a little bit for a shot on the same ball you just hit. Bumped. Right there. Now I would kind of go ahead and draw this ball up and play the combo 13-12. 13-10, excuse me. Whatever's in the jaws there. I don't like being there and shooting it, so he's probably not going to play the combo. So he's going to hit this 10 ball. He's going for the combo. Now it looks like he's got a little bit of a cut. And he wants to stay on the left side of the table for the 8. If he cuts this ball, he's coming over to the right side of the table beneath the 8. He's banking it. Cue ball should end up in a good position for the 8 ball if his speed's good. He'll hit the side rail and travel down to between the side pocket and the 8. Easy, easy, easy. If he gets on the other side, it's no good. He's got a steep cut, but a shot. Wants to close this game out for his first game in a race to 5. He's trailing by 2. This cuts his lead to 1, and he makes it. Nice shot by Alex. Alex Hathcock finds his way on the scoreboard. 2-1. Trailing 2-1. But has the break. Alex Hathcock versus Lawrence Ybarra. CueSports International brings you the 2015 Southwest Regionals, being held at the Wecopa Resort and Conference Center, Scottsdale, Arizona, real close to Fort McDowell. BCA, USA Pool Leagues, combined players from Southern Cal, New Mexico, Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, all gathered here. The 6 and under tournament started today. This is one of the first matches. They just kicked off at noon today. For the next 2 days, we'll have 6s and under. The men's tournament starts, I believe, tonight at 7 p.m. You've got till 4 to come in and sign up. You can still get in if you can get here by 4 o'clock. You got 3.5 hours. Side break. Opens the balls up pretty good. There goes the 9-ball. The 9-ball just hangs up there. Dry break. All the balls favor the right side of the table. It looks like solids have opened up. He has an 11-9 combo for the stripes. He does have an open table. He can also start out with a 12, which opens up the 114. I kind of like that right there. And because if he does that and opens up that 14 ball, everything opens up for a run out. Whereas the solids are kind of clogged. He chooses my recommended shot. And just because I recommend it doesn't mean I'm right. It just happens to be what I might be going for myself. And what apparently Lawrence felt was the right shot to start things off with. 10 balls next, I believe. He could also play this, the ball right next to the cue ball to the corner, but that would not leave him. Cue ball would travel towards those five solids on the bottom right, and he doesn't want to be there. So he wants to pocket this ball. And probably come right back and hit that 14. This one. Yeah, 14 goes in the opposite side pocket. Stops the ball, then you can pocket the, he can actually, if he stops that 14 in the side and then shoots the 12 in the opposite side and falls forward, shoots the 13-9 combo, moves up for a straightened shot on the 11, he can run out right here. I like this. Just roll this cue ball to the rail, pocket the 14, leave the cue ball on the rail or just close to it, take the combo, follow the cue ball up just a hair, depending on the angle you get on the 13, play the 11 on either corner pocket. The 8 ball's in a nice position. Everything kind of just falls into place. I like following up now for the 11 next. Plus, it also guards against this 13 following the 9 ball in. If that happens, you still have a shot on the 11 and the 8 ball's right there. Because if this ball doesn't hang up, and it won't, but see how it goes out. Now he's got a tougher shot. Had he followed up a little bit, he'd have a real nice shot on the 11. He's got a good shot on it now, but the cue ball wouldn't have to travel as far as it's going to have to travel. You can also just roll up to the 13 and have a pretty decent safety, but Alex could save him right back. So it's not a good shot. It looks like he's trying to move the 13 on the same shot. Wants this cue ball to do a little bit of work for him and push that 13 over to the front of the pocket. done, well done, well done. How do you hold position for the 8 on such a thin, steep cut as he has now? I can't tell if the 13's on the rail or just off. If it's on the rail, he has a very difficult shot. If it's just off the rail, and we can't tell with that view, but nice try. If it's just off the rail, he's got things a little bit easier. He's going to spin into it, so it must be just a hair off the rail. He's going to try to make this ball. Where's this cue ball going to go, though? Yeah, it was tough. And one good thing about it is he's got it in the jaws of the pocket, so pretty much he can get to it from anywhere. Take a good kick, of course, but he can get to it from anywhere if the safety isn't a real lock-up safety. But Alex has this 2 ball to start things off with. Fall forward, plays the 5 ball on the side. And he can open up and address those 3 balls that are tied up. But where the 13 ball lies and where the 8 ball is, he doesn't have any room for error. Alex has to pretty much run out or play a lock-up safety. And by a lock-up safety means taking the banks away too. There's your safety. He's going to have to do it right now. Going to put him up against the 5 or the 3 ball and get right there. But Alex has a nice 2-rail kick for this 13 ball. Foot rail, side rail, and over the upper right-hand corner. All he has to do is avoid hitting the 1 ball. And I believe the 1 ball is not in the way if he's on line to make this ball. And Lawrence is looking at that 2-railer. He wants to hit it with enough speed that if he makes it, the cue ball leaves, comes off that rail for a shot on the 8. He's playing it. He wants to aim just to the left of the middle diamond. And I don't think he wants much English on this ball. If he just a hair to the left of the middle diamond. Right about there, he hits it pretty nice. Ooh, it's going to be close. Wow. And ball in hand. Start with a 3 on the side. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, either the 3 and 4 on the side, either one would probably work for him. I think he wants to play this 5 ball, come up for the 6 in the side. Just like this, so easy, 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 well. Interesting. If he shoots, he's shooting the 4 ball. Problem here is that if he happens to miss this ball, it's the harder shot of either ball on the side. Oh, he used the whole pocket, but it went in. So now you're looking at the 6 or the 7, then the 6, then the 1. Either way, because the 8 ball's in a good location where it's easy to play position on. And Alex is trying to run out so he can just tie this match up. Now, he's in a little bit of a trouble here because if he shoots the 6, he's going to probably move the 8 away from the pocket. And the corner pocket that he's going to move it towards is blocked by the 13 ball. He didn't move it much, but I don't think he's on the right side of the ball to run the cue ball to the upper part of the table. He has to go around the table. It's a problem with shooting position to the side pockets, especially 2 in a row. You can hit this with a little bit of draw, hit the bottom rail and come all the way back up to just past where the cue ball is now, with the 8 ball on the side. He's going to, whoa. He's going to bank this ball. If I was going to bank that ball anywhere, I'd be banking it in the side, not in the corner. He could have also hit that harder and gone 2 rails to get up table, or even 3 rails to get up past the side pocket for that 8 ball on that same side where it's at. Careful with the scratch here, and there's the scratch. That ball, well, that's precisely why you wanted to bank that to the side pocket. That was a tough one. You probably could have done it if you didn't draw the ball, but, you know, it's toughy. Choices you make when you're at the table, you see different angles at the table than you see from the booth. Now for a 3-1 lead. So that error by Alex cost him dearly. 2-game swing. Instead of being tied at 2, he was going to say he trails by 2. Well, bad thing is, didn't make the ball. Good thing for Lawrence is, he didn't leave a hanger. Now let's see where he banks this ball. This is pretty much the same shot he just had in the side pocket, except he's going to bank it to the side and possibly scratch in the corner, or he can bank it to the corner and possibly scratch in the lower right-hand corner. He's got another shot here that's not kind of crazy, but he could kick it into the side pocket. Is he banking this in the corner? He's not drawing this one. That's a good thing. Well, he scratched in the other corner pocket. See, that shot was just, it had corner pockets and side pockets. I mean, everything was just, every corner pocket was hungry. The one on the left was hungry, the one behind it was hungry, and the one on the far bottom right was hungry. And the one on the bottom right gets to eat the 8 ball because he should go to a 3-1 lead. There it is. That's a tough way to go right there. Big break for Lawrence after missing that first 8 ball. 2 ball in hands. It's not a way you really want to win the game. I mean, you're happy you won the game, but you feel for your opponent because he pretty much handed it to you. I don't care who you are, you got to feel a little guilty about that. But they're playing a tournament, and you want to win almost at all costs. Lawrence back on break. His chances now, Fargo says, there's an 83% chance Lawrence will win this match with a 3-1 lead. But Alex is back there saying, yeah, but I still have a 17% chance. Don't count me out. I'm going to come back at you if you leave me a shot. I'm not just going to step off. It came off the side of the rack, right into the corner pocket. Left 6 balls right where you break them. And gave his opponent ball in hand with an open table. Taking ball in hand. Looks like he wants to play the 5 ball and open up the stack. I think I would take the stripes. He is taking the stripes. You've got to open up that 13 ball, and there's another one. There's two stripes tied up in that bundle of balls by the 8. And he didn't attempt to move either one. He's going to move them from here. Looks like the 11 ball goes. So does he attempt to open them up here or not? Apparently not. Well, those balls have to get opened up. You got to have pockets for the 13 and the other ball that's in there. I can't even tell what ball it is. He tried to open that ball up. Couldn't do it. Tried to nibble that 13 ball. Now he's pretty much I guess you drive that 3 ball to the rail. Oh, he's gonna that's it. He's gonna no, he can't jump these balls. I don't even see a jump stick. I think you drive the 3 ball to the rail and kind of push cue ball right up against the 8-13 there. Well, he just did his opponent a big favor. And he said, you have 7 balls on the table. I'm going to open them all up for you and see if you can run out. If you can't, well then please leave me a shot and I'll attempt to run my last 4. Has to start out with a combo or the duck in the upper right, the left-hand corner. Actually, I'm kind of leaning towards the duck. And the duck he played moves that ball, opens him up nicely. But I believe his only shot is either the 7 or the 5. Easy. He's left himself a nice long shot on the 1 or the 4. I like the 1 ball here. And just use a little bit of high English. Just roll the ball in, follow the cue ball. You'll have a shot on the 4 ball in the upper left-hand corner. I shot the 4 ball. Good shot, good shot. Shot on the 1 ball. Got to come a little forward. Yeah, for the 5, and then hit the 8 ball with the cue ball for a position on the 6. And then from the 6 to the 5, and the 8 ball's out in the open. Well done. Now you want to go into the 8 ball softly. Just push it past the 13. You just want to nudge it up about 4 inches to 5 inches to the right. So it's past the 13, it goes in the lower right-hand corner. You'll have an easy shot on the 6. From the 6, you go to the 5 and then to the 8, and it's game number 4. Can Lawrence get it done? Just nice and easy. Pocket the ball and come up and just bump the 8 or the 13. Well, the 8, because if he bumps the 13, he might be hooked. Why? Nicely done. Whoa, 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 whoa. He went from one location to the next. Now he's got to take care of this again. You can go after it now, but you're not 100% sure you're going to get shape on the 5. And you could scratch underneath 8 into the side pocket. So, decisions. Decisions. I'm going to go right ahead and hit this 14 ball into the 8 and be sure that my cue ball is blocked by the 13 so he can't see the 5 and attempt to win this game. If I'm Alex. If I'm Lawrence, well, I just did my best. Waiting in the chair to see what's available. What is my opponent going to leave me? He's going to go for the shot. Came up a little too straight. He's faced with the same problem Lawrence is. He's got to move that 14-8. Got to move it. So he wants to come forward off the 13. He's going to move it now. This is a good shot here. Moves it now. He could actually play it one rail on the side. Just going to tie him up. Lawrence wants to make a good hit here. He wants to make a good hit. Doesn't want to give a ball in hand. Actually, a good hit. If he can go 2 rails and make a hit on this 5, he'll actually have a pretty decent safety. Depending where he moves the 5 ball to, he's going to challenge Alex to save him back. But there's balls to block it either way. Just barely missed the 9 on the left. And come into that 5 with good speed. Not hard speed. Oh, not there. Ball in hand. Well, there's a couple different things you can do here. There's not really a wrong thing. There's this, and I go back for the 9, and then the 14 in the side. Or just come back a little bit, play the 13, the 14 in the side, and the 9 ball, and come straight down the rail for the 8. He wants to come back a little more than that, but he did not. So, now the speed's got to have to be very good here, or he's going to have to draw into the 9 ball. Well, Alex is shooting to make it 2-3. He's trailing by 2 games. He wants to cut that deficit down to 1. That'll kind of make you tighten up. Muscles get tense when they come that close to scratching. Side pocket shot. Nope. Kicks his foot in the air and says, "Oh no, how did I miss that ball?" But he's left a steep cut here. A lot of players just try to make this ball, and he's going to want to go up and down for this position, though. Kind of hit this with a little bit of pace. Make sure you cut it in, hit the top rail, and come back down and shoot the A ball in the upper right-hand corner. Just hit this with center English. Oh, he's spinning it with right, I think. Well, unfortunately for Lawrence, he didn't make the ball. Fortunately for Lawrence, he didn't make the ball. And unfortunate for Alex is he's been left in a real steep cut or a bank shot. And he's choosing the cut. Nowhere to play safe here. And there's pretty much no tomorrow. Gotta make it, not scratch. And did not make it, did not scratch, but made it pretty easy for his opponent. Barring an earthquake or a very big mistake, Lawrence should take a 4-1 lead. And you couldn't ask for the cue ball in a better place. Left himself a nice shot and now has a 4-1 lead. He's on the hill, his opponent is not. He needs 1, his opponent needs 4. He will now be at least a 93% or 95% favorite. Let's see what Fargo tells us as soon as Steven plugs that information in. I would much rather be in Lawrence's shoes than Alex's shoes. He's got quite the hill to climb. But it's tough to come back when you have a 4-game deficit on a race to 5. But it's not impossible. Reminds me of one of my favorite songs, The Impossible Dream. And right here you can build your own dreams. Lawrence is thinking, just let me at that table. I want to close this out. Alex is thinking, gotta be flawless. But I can do it, I can do it. Little engine in the can. Remember that one? I think I can. Off to a rocky start. To a rocky start for Alex. He stumbled on his way to greatness. Lawrence has been in command of this match and now leads 4-1. And he moved that ball, opened it up, and came back up for position, but he missed that 10 ball on the side. Didn't travel far, but missed it nonetheless. And Alex is thinking, I'm back. I still have a chance. I'm at the table. My opponent is sitting down. As long as he's sitting down, there's not too much he can do. Problem is, sooner or later, he gets to break the balls. And if you miss, he gets to come to the table, and there's lots he can do when he's at the table. Ball. If he can move this 3 ball with the cue ball, and he does not, he's got to come up higher. Looks like he's got a shot on the 11. I believe the ball right next to the 3, which is a stripe, will go to the lower right-hand corner. So if he just pockets this ball and nibbles the right side of the 4, he'll have a shot on that ball and then come up for the 2 balls in the side. And he can close his 3-game deficit to 2. Well, he did hit the 4 ball, but he hit it square on the bottom side, so it came down instead of up. And he's got a very difficult shot. I don't even know if he'll attempt to cut this ball in or not. He's going to play the 13 off the 10 in the side pocket. His cue ball is going to travel. It's going to travel right at that corner pocket, though. He's going to be hard pressed to keep it out of that corner. And he did. Did a good job. Came close. Nibbled the corner of the pocket and came back down for the 10. I believe his only shot is to shoot the 10 in the right-hand, lower right-hand corner pocket, which is going to travel this cue ball towards that 6 and the 8. It should come down between them. Actually, with straight high English, he might come down between them and go right into the ball he wants to get shape on. Just like this. Ooh. Got him going in the right direction. But keep in mind, there's 202.5 square linear inches of rail. There's only 27 inches of pocket. Although from that angle, that pocket plays bigger than 4.5, because you can slide it off the rail if it's hit with good speed in English. But didn't get it on that occasion. And he's just opened this rack up real nice for a nice pattern here. Good pattern play. 4 ball, 3 ball, 6 ball, 1 ball, and 8 ball. Just a little back, not hard, just nice and easy. That's too hard. But he's okay, because he can just now play the 6, then the 1, and then the 3. 6 ball, 1 ball, and then 3 ball, and then the 8. Oh, it didn't go in. Well, great thing about that shot was he's got his opponent hooked on both shots, on both stripes. Doesn't really have a shot on him. He's called a 10, which leads me to believe he's either going to masse the ball. Always called the 14 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. He's back cutting this ball. He better get his razor out, because even with a scalpel, it's a tough shot. He had to slice and dice that ball in real well. Well, a little rail first shot here on this 6. It's in the jaws. Then the 1. You don't want to be straight in on the 1. You got to come off the rail just a hair. Give yourself a little bit of angle to work with so you can get on this 3 ball. Got to bring the cue ball down table. Well, he brought his cue ball down table. A little more than he wanted. So, choices. Do you back cut the 3 ball? Or do you pocket the 1 ball and come down by the 8? You might clip that 8 ball coming by. Tough shot here. He's got to make sure he doesn't hit this 8 ball. Because he could hit it just right. I don't think he'll hit it hard enough to make it to the side. But it's going to be going in that direction. Easy cue ball. Oh, wow. Look at this. Now, question here. Do you play safe behind this 10 ball and risk giving up the 3 in the side? Or do you play the 14 ball off the 10 in the corner? And if you're real crazy, do you kick the 10 ball in? Now, here's another shot. He could slowly hit the bottom rail into the 10, catch a rail, and leave the cue ball nuzzled up between the 14 and the 10. Just a real delicate kick on the bottom. Looks like he wants to play the 14 off the 10. I don't think he can hit enough ball without getting it double kissed out. He's got to hit the 10 ball too thick. It's got to slide off the rail if he hits this ball. Yeah, that's what I thought. And no scratch. Now, if this 3 ball goes, well, if you pocket the 3, you want to make sure you don't get behind the 8. If you pocket the 1, you want to make sure you don't get behind the 8. The 8 ball is huge in this setup. Here's where you have the opponent saying, swell 8 ball, and here's where you have the players saying, I got to get by it. He got by it, he did, but look where he ended up. Way down here. Interesting. This is a very interesting shot. He has an easy safety if he chooses to play safe to get up behind the 8 ball. It's not easy, but it's a good shot. He just cuts it thin. Goes 2 rails over by the 8. Even if he doesn't get behind the 8 ball, he's not giving up a shot, but he will give up a safety. Do you bank it in the side? Do you cut the safety? Do you cut it in the side pocket and bring the cue ball around, trying to leave it right about where it's at or up by the chalk? He banked it in the side with authority and pizzazz and just stiffed it in there and got perfect on the 8 ball. He said, take that, I'm taking this match. With the 4-1 lead, he's about to pocket the 8 ball for the match. Well done, Lawrence. Great job. Great match by Lawrence. Well done. We'll be back at 1:30, Stephen, with your next match. Lawrence Ybarra takes that one 5-1.